up, everybody? How are we doing tonight? All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a break filled already, which is great. So 216. We will get it going. But I'm going to wait for a few more people to get in the room. I'm going to get a few more things organized. And then we will get the ball rolling here. But how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's doing well. All right, well, we'll wait for about a minute to get everyone in the room here. And then we'll start off the night with a fun little break. And then we'll crush. So hopefully all of you guys are doing well. And we will continue. Also, by the way, it looks like on my end the random site doesn't work, so I used a different random site just so you guys are well aware. And then we'll have to go from there from now, but I will be right back. Time to do the random. $24,216. I'll do it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And again, I do apologize, guys. The normal site is down, so I'm just using this one. 1, 2, 3. And there you go. Make them turned around. I am. And I will be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to get the show on the road. And said, hopefully you guys are all excited to have a good night tonight. That's the game plan. So 216. Wish you guys all the best of luck. Here we go. Here we go. 24,216. We've got the 16-17 Series 2. What will we get? All right, start off with a marquee rookies for the Islanders, Beauvillier. Canvas for Calgary of Monahan. Our first Young Guns is for the Dallas Stars of Stephen Johns. Stephen Johns. We've got another Young Guns, Brandon Tanev. Winnipeg Jets. Tanev. Canvas for the Penguins of Hornqvist. We've got a retro of Matthew Tkachuk for Calgary. Retro rookie. We got a rookie portrait for the Dallas Stars of Honka. Base. Young Guns for the Maple Leafs of Lindbergh. Tobias Lindbergh. Young Guns of Casey Nelson for Buffalo. Marquee Rookies of Gensel for the Penguins. Jake Gensel. We got a rookie portrait of Kapanen for the Maple Leafs. We got an OPG update for Buffalo of Okposo. We got a canvas for Montreal, Shea Weber. We got a retro Young Guns of Kajula for the Oilers, Drake Kajula. Rookie portrait of Gensel for the Penguins. Young Guns of Harper for Florida. Shane Harper. Marquee Rookies of Konechny for Philadelphia. Marquee Rookies of Larson for Anaheim. We've got a Young Guns canvas for Chicago of Schmaltz. Schmaltz, Young Guns canvas. A Young Guns of Smith for Dallas. We've got a rookie portrait of Aberg for Nashville. Pontus Aberg. And we've got an OPG rainbow of Okposo for Buffalo. Well, not the greatest box. To be honest, those Young Guns, other than the canvas, that was a very weak Young Gun box. Like, even for the standards of 16-17, who the heck was the box set then? That was a rough sauce Young Gun. All right. So, how is everyone doing tonight so far? Hopefully you guys are doing well. We can get the ball rolling on maybe some juniors, maybe some the extended. All right, so how about this? I'll make you guys a really, really good deal. So for those who are going to benefit, you're going to love this because I want some breaks to go. Every 2 spots you take in this break right now will get you an overtime pack. And considering the most expensive spot is $45, sorry, $45, but every other spot is $25, I feel like you guys should be jumping on that deal. So you could literally grab 2 spots for $30, and you'll get the bonus pack. That is my early bird, trying to get a couple breaks going nice and quick. So any combination of 2 spots, do not care which ones they are. What is up, Golden? How you doing, sir? How are you doing? Living the dream, yeah. Same, it's, as if for us, it's catch-up time. Summer's always catch-up time, which is nice. I'm a big fan of organization, so it's nice when we can have some time to catch up. Because once the season starts, it starts getting busy, a lot more products come out. So again, guys, I'm going to do that for about 15 minutes for that 2-spot deal in the extended, because I think that's a ridiculously good one. And also, the extended with the McDavid is down to 7 already. So if you guys want to keep on crushing that one, that would be phenomenal. So let's see if we can get a few of these. And then the Ovechkin is down to around 11 left. Oh, the SPX is moving. Which one was that one? 182. Nice. Well, there you go. We have slowly but surely moving quite a few breaks. So again, the 5-box extended break is getting close. And your EMT came in nice and quick. Thank you, sir. All right. So, let me know what else you guys want to get going. Said the Ovechkin might be the easiest. The 197. That is literally an $11 break. That's a decent Ovechkin rookie, by the way. The rookie class one. So let me know. And what was that? What's the metal one? The triple up. Yeah, the triple up is now moving. That's good. All right. So yet again, if you guys would like to make that deal go through on any of them, I don't care which ones it is. The extended one's probably one of the better value ones, just to throw that out there, guys. Any 2 spots you grab will get you an overtime pack. And considering 90% of the spots are $15 and $25, 2 spots, overtime pack, 5 boxes. And if you do grab 2 spots, there's a multi-spot bonus as well. A giveaway for a multi-spot bonus. So literally it is probably one of the best value deals I've done for an overtime pack in God knows how long. Roach, how you doing, sir? So that is one of those ones where I'm surprised a few of you guys are not grabbing like 4 or 6 spots. Get those overtime packs guaranteed. Multi-spot bonus potential. And 5 boxes. Roach, I'll show you which one here. As I said, I'm stunned that some of you guys are not grabbing 4 or 6 spots. It, to me, is literally one of the best normally overtime packs. To get that deal, pretty crazy. So any 2 spots you grab, any 2 spots you grab will get an overtime pack. And again, the goal is to get that one moving nice and quick. And then the faster we can get a few of these breaks going, the better it is for everyone. Or if you guys want to go for the McDavid, that's never a bad one to get into. Guaranteed priority signings plus a shot at McDavid. So let me know what which one you guys want to go after. So let me know. And then we can get it going. Well, it looks like someone's taking advantage of the deal. That's smart. Two good teams, Boston, Pittsburgh. So let me know who else wants to do that. And then we can get things rolling. Getting there. Hopefully you guys are doing well, so. Alright, you're grabbing a couple? Perfect, I appreciate that. I said it's smart. It is definitely a smart decision. What do you get? What do you get? I just always wonder. All right. I got a fun idea for you guys today. I'm going to see if this works. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to try this out. All right. I think that's what we're going to do. That'd be fun. All right, how about this? I got a fun little spin wheel random game for you guys for today. And considering the breaks I'm going to do this on, guys, I'm going to do them on small breaks. So the first one I'm going to attack is 214. So that's the artifacts. So I'm going to give a certain time limit for this break to fill. And then I'm going to do a spin wheel. And there's going to be a thanks for trying spot. There will be $25 group rate credits, $50, $100, and one $250 credit. So at the end of the break, I will do a spin wheel to see what one person in that break will get. Now, it is possible it could be $0, but it could also be $250. So I feel like that's a fun little added incentive for you guys to fill these small breaks, considering just in that break alone, it might go and give you a $250 credit. So let's see if we can get the artifacts going. Actually, you know what? I'll hop on with this. Let's do the Ovechkin first. The $11 break. So let's make it... You're getting an error, eh? What's the error? So I'm going to free up those spots that you tried. So I'm going to cancel that, but... Interesting. Keeps trying to get me to log into PayPal. Okay. Well, you got to select EMT then. I think you it looks like on our end, I think you selected PayPal. That's probably why. So there you go, guys. The $11 break. I will give that till 6. We fill that by 6 o'clock. And then you guys will get this spin wheel for fun. It is literally an $11 break. So, hopefully, we can get it going. Said, I am going to do my best to make it fun for you guys. And then it's $11, and we could have somebody potentially get a $250 spin. That is not too shabby, if you ask me. So let me know who wants to get it going. Every spot helps out. We have till 6 o'clock on that one to get going. And then we can start it off. All right. Well, so your spot went through there, so you're good now. I see it on my end. Alright, so you're good there. So it looks like Team Canada is getting its spot taken. And SBA just had a spot taken. It's funny, I said we're getting these spots slowly but surely taken in a lot of the different breaks, so. So the good news is they're moving. Do you know how many of the people I know are on vacation now? It is nuts how many people literally wait till right before, I guess, school starts to go on vacations. It is nuts. So let me know what other breaks you guys want to get going. I'm happy to try and have some fun with different breaks. Whatever works for you guys works for me. So let me know. Said I'm happy to stick around, make sure we get a few going. Don't really care which breaks end up moving. Team Canada would be a fun one to do. That would be an enjoyable one. Roach, I'm just trying to figure out which ones are the most likely to go and then do a fun deal for them. To be completely honest, I'm just trying to think of some fun ones to do. Well, Roach, you gotta think, everyone, it's funny the mentality of how we work, right? It's like, everyone near the end of the summer wants to enjoy the last summer days, right? So like enjoy the warmth, all that stuff. So yeah, like I can even tell you because my dad's run a business. I know it's completely opposite of ours, but he's literally ran a retail business, and I have 3 or 4 other people who run businesses, all different fields. And it is amazing how like around mid to end of July to like I would say the first week of September, it is like death zone for a lot of businesses because just everyone wants to go out and just enjoy, I guess, the last bit of summer. You know, the amount of time that people are on holidays, like it's crazy. Like I was at one of my son's birthday parties, so he's only 5. The mom invited 19 couples, like obviously kids. I think it was 11 of them were on holidays. 11 of the families on holidays just that week alone. Like I think it was only like 8 kids that showed up out of like the 20. So it's not as if for businesses, as I was talking about B Golden earlier on, is this is a time for us to catch up. Like I generally do a lot of good cleanup organization during June, July, August. It's my favorite time to actually do that because once you start getting to hockey season and then the holiday season, it's like it just goes so quickly. And then so what you also deal with, Roach, is that you deal with like the after effects. So not only are people on holidays, well, the problem is once they're on holiday, that means they've generally spent a decent chunk of money. So the last thing they also want to do after holiday is spend a ton of money on cards. So it literally is like a double-edged sword for a lot, not even cards, but for a lot of businesses. Like I know when I go on holidays, when I come back, it's like I need a bit of recovery time, right, in terms of financials. So it's like you deal with the double whammy. So not only are they gone, you've had 30 days off, and here I am. Yeah. Yeah, everyone likes to get their vacations in, which is great. So we'll always do our best to try to get things going, but obviously some days are just, slow, and it's only money anyways. There's always more coming, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that's how most people think, though. Just gotta believe, yeah. It just pops up magically. Well, I said we'll get some things rolling. Like the good news is, just like I think it was on Sunday when I did 10 breaks. There's a lot of these breaks are getting chipped away at beautifully. Like we have a couple breaks at like 10, 11, 12, 7. So it's all gonna go eventually. Just some days are so sore. Like we have the metal 3-box triple up at 5. The premium memorabilia editions at 5. Artifacts at 7. Extended with the McDavid giveaways at 7. So we are awfully close on quite a few breaks. It's just a matter of when they're going to go. So, and any and all spots always help out, to be honest. Oh, Rochi, yeah, no, I do appreciate that. As I said, we've done this honestly well long enough to kind of get used to the good days and the bad days and the good months and the bad months. It's not a... even me as a collector when I was younger, I took some time off in between trips or something else, right? You kind of need to recoup sometimes. So, like I said, we normally, like for me, I'll stay on probably to around 6:15, 6:30, no problem. I'm pretty confident we'll get 1 or 2 more going. It's just a matter of which ones. You know, some days, whatever happened to Brad? Brad has been gone. I honestly don't even remember how long it's been now. So, if I had to guess, it's probably around 7 years ago. But we still keep in touch. He essentially went to, originally went to a couple gyms, like fitness places. I think 2 or 3 different places. And then he currently works at Hockey Life right now, so. You know what it was though, Rochi, and I have no problems discussing this thing because it's pretty. A lot of people have different viewpoints on running a business, right? And it is very strenuous on someone to work the amount of hours, and it just didn't work for him. And like I said, that's not a bad or a good thing. It's just it didn't work for him in his life. He obviously wanted to do kind of a different style of job and a different demanding job. And the other thing is the amount of pressure. That's the other thing, is this constant pressure as a company to always kind of succeed, right? Like, you know, everything is kind of your responsibility when you run a business. So, I think for him in his life, it just didn't work out, you know, to what he was hoping for. So, it was a little easier on schedule-wise, which I know it helped him out in life a lot better. And then, yeah, it worked out, honestly, so. But yeah, no, like when so I'll go in there and obviously buy some sticks or whatever I need for the boys. You know, I have 2 young boys. And, yeah, we always have a good chat when I go in there. At the end of the day, as long as anyone who is doing something that they're happy doing or it works for their life, that's always the most important thing. You know, there's a lot of different things that a lot of people do. It's, you know, as I said, I can tell you from my point of view, running a business is very, very tough. And there's a lot of bull crap that you deal with every single day. Like, even small things, like I'll give you a good example, Roach. Well, I guess it's not small to me, but like when we get claims, right? For example, like people try to rip us off and they do claims, like that sticks on my head, right? Like that bugs me. Because basically when you run a business, that's someone essentially stealing money from you. Or trying to steal money from you. Does he collect? I'm not too sure if he still collects at all. I know we helped him out with his Louis Erickson collection and bought that from him. I don't know if he still does like random Red Wings cards once in a while, to be completely honest. So I don't know on that end, but yeah, no, it's been fun. Like I said, honestly, it's still very demanding. There's a lot of challenges going on daily. What was your biggest one, Rochi? Out of curiosity, what's the biggest one you've ever had from us? McKinnon Ultimate RPA at a 25. Oh, that's a beast. My God. Did you get that rookie year? Or was it like a year or two after, or? Because that's got to be a pretty penny right now. Closer release. My God, good for you. Let me see if I can find that. Rookie patch auto out of 25. Woo. You pay $200 for 2 boxes of Ultimate. Oh my God. Doesn't that hurt? Like hearing that now? 2 boxes of Ultimate. Jeez. That is nuts. Oh, the platinum metallic marks. Those things were insanely rare. So to give you an idea, Rochi, I was doing the set of the anthology. And the only one I ever ended up getting from the platinums was Lemieux, which is still damn good. But those things were very, very, very tough to find or even hit. Platinum metallic marks. I'm going to look at those. Metallic. Yeah, those were... And I might be completely off base on this. I swear back in the day, Panini told me those were like, I think 15 or less. Now again, I'll be completely candid. I might be completely off on that. But those things were so incredibly tough to find. Because I remember I said, I think I traded for the Lemieux one. And that was probably one of the only ones I've ever seen. Like, it was very, very, very... tough to find them. Mostly, yeah, pretty much all the Panini stuff's gone for the most part. That is accurate. Which is sad. Like, and even if you find it, you're paying an arm and a leg to even look at it. Like, to give you an idea, Rochi, obviously I don't mind disclosing this because, you know, it's been so old. But, like, even for me, I think my cost on 13-14 Crown Royal right now for my distributor is like $380. For just, like, 13-14 Crown Royal. So, again, like, what do you have to sell that for? You know, $429, $449. Rochi, I think that's more common than we realize, which is kind of funny because like we see this a lot in our industry, and especially when people bring in cards to sell. A lot of times, people had no idea how big or small cards are. Like, you're 100% correct. I would bet you most people, you know, would open that and just be like, oh, metallic marks. Okay, this is a regular autograph. They see all the other ones, you know, and they might like it. Or the one, what was the one that they used to do, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but it is creative. Was the Aspirations and the... I'm trying to remember what the other name was. It was Aspirations and something else. Status, I think it was. where if the card was numbered to like, how did it work? I don't know if anyone remembers how that one worked. If I remember correctly, I believe it was numbered to their jersey number. But for example, Kreider would be numbered to like 145, but the first 20 are statuses, so there's only 20 statuses of Kreider. But they were cut differently. But people always thought they were numbered to the 145 when they absolutely were not. So it was a big pain in the butt to basically find the limited jersey guys, like the guys who were numbered to like 5 or 7, because... And then the other frustrating thing is when you would occasionally go on eBay and see somebody sold one of the rare ones for nothing because they just thought it was numbered to 132. Those are awesome. You have some of those, yeah. Like the status is where I believe the number to the jersey number. But they were so incredibly hard to find on some of the low numbers. So. So let me know if any one of you guys want to get one of the breaks going. I don't care which one it is. Rochi, where are you located again? Sorry, my apologies, I forget about that. I think you're out west, right? Okay. Yeah, if you want to do a checkout for one, I can do it for you. At least we can get something going. I don't disagree with that. On normal days, I would say no, but today we can do it. So yeah, let's do the checkout. I'll go grab it for you, and we'll go from there. All right. Maybe that'll get a few other people licking their chops at this stuff, hopefully. But yeah, if you want to do a checkout, that'll be no problemos. We'll get that going. Done. All right. Well, let me know when you're ready, good sir. You need some excitement. Oh, I hope so. I hope I can do something good for you. Let me know when you are ready. Here we go, Rochies, a box of a 2025 Team Canada Juniors. All right, let's see what we can do for you here. Okay, so we've got a pride of the program. I'll show you all these cards in the beginning, obviously. Pride of the program of Bushny. Ciao, ciao. Get better. We've got a Nesbit Sparkle. Sparkle. All right. We've got a Pride of the program red of Ivan Kovic. Ivan Kovic. All right. So you guys can see there's like 2 to 3 inserts per pack, which is nice. So, Program of Excellence of Ivan Kovic. We got a red of Leprohan. Base. Pride of Tiller. We got our first mem of Sam Dickinson. Jersey, Sam Dickinson. We got a red of Cataford. Pride of Kindle. Oh, nice. We got a Pride red of Easton Cowan. And a number to 25. A patch auto. Sydney Sawyer. Number to 25. Sydney Sawyer. Pride of the program. Patch auto. That's cool. Limited too. Pride of Coots. Pride of Katzin. We've got a Pride of the program. That number is a little hard to see. Number to 35. Easton Cowan. Hopefully he has a great year. Out of 35, a red of Mikula, and a Kazata Pride of the program. Pride of Simorini. Program of Minio. Pride of the program of Jagger Red. Manis Pride. Pride of Ivankovic. We've got a Captain. Outburst Silver. Sweet. Those are nice outbursts, actually. A full card one. That looks really great. Pride red of Copetti. We've got a Guard memorabilia. Matthew Guard. We got a Huang. Red. We've got a Pride of the program to 250 of Zata. Or Zeta. Pride red of Diorio. And a Pride of Primo Rano. Pride of McKenna. We've got a clear Pride. Or is it Zata? Is it Cesata? Probably Cesata. We got a red of Prime Rano. Prime Rano. Pride of Rubrock. A Therian Shine Bright. Shine Bright. These are actually really nice cards. Therian. We got a Jaeger red. We've got a Built for Success of Prime Rano, red of Copetti, and a Pride of Schmid. We've got an Aki base jersey. Bo Aki. We got a red of Gautier. We've got a Sparkle Pride Gavin McKenna. That's a good one. Sparkle Pride. Corti red. And Pride of Reshny. Numbered 125 Beckman. Ascending Talent. 125 Beckman. Pride red of Schaefer and a McDonald Pride. There we go. The one thing I always love about juniors is just the sheer volume of how much you get. So, thank you. I do appreciate that. It makes it a little more entertaining on our end. So let me know. Does anyone else want to grab some spots in the breaks? Artifacts is down to 7. A few others are getting closer. I said, if not, no big deal. Hopefully we can get the ball rolling tomorrow on a lot of these breaks that are really close. So let me know. More than happy to keep trying. But if not, no big deal. You know what, Rochi? That's a tough one. I think Bedard has the higher ceiling. But I think with the team that is currently built around Celebrini, he'll be the better player faster. If that makes any sense. But skill for skill, I do think Bedard is a little better. I just genuinely believe he's got absolutely nobody to play with for the most part. And I think that's a big factor in these things. Yeah. Like, I just don't think he's got a group of guys, so. Bedard is a pretty special talent. But again, we have one more year to find out, so. Hopefully next year is a good step forward for him. The one thing, though, Rochi, it always aggravates me year in and year out, is how fast people expect guys to be amazing. Like, that's what always bugs me. Like, it is funny, but I'll give you a good example, okay? McKinnon did not have his first 90-point season till his 5th year in. So McKinnon did not even have a 90-point season till his 5th year. Now here's another fun stat for anyone. Because again, I look at McKinnon as like an absolute beast, right? Most people would argue one of the best players right now in the game. McKinnon didn't even have a point per game for his first 4 years. Every year he played, he wasn't even close to a point per game. Not even close. Another fun fact for you guys. McKinnon didn't even have his first 100-point season until 10 years into his career. So everyone now looks at him as this absolute beast, which he is. And he didn't even have a 100-point season for the first 10 years. The problem was, and I can tell you this, and I genuinely believe this. The problem is, most people saw what McDavid did and Matthews did, and that is basically now the norm of what a rookie does. Because I genuinely remember the disappointment of all the rookies in 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20. It's almost like if you're not as good as McDavid or Matthews of scoring and points, you're just not that good as a rookie. Like, it's funny right now. Take any. Like, I'm going to take Kucherov. Let's go to Kucherov's stats for fun. And I haven't even looked at these guys, so I don't even know what I'm getting myself into here. So Kucherov wasn't even a point per game player till his 4th year. Right? So it's like, why does everyone magically, like, people forget, for example, Kucherov had 66 points in his 3rd year and 85 points in his 4th year. So think about those numbers, guys. So 66 and 85 in his third and fourth. Bedard had 67 in his second year. Now, would anyone sit there and say Kucherov is kind of a bust? I don't think so. Who else, guys? Give me another good name, and I'll look at some fun stats to kind of prove my point here. Like, I'm trying to think of what players right now are the, other than McDavid, of course, that are like beast mode good. Even for the sake of conversation, let me go to Marner. Mitch Marner, right? Everyone views him as a decent player. In his second year, Marner had 69 points. In Bedard's second year, Bedard had 67. I don't think people look at Marner as a crappy talented player right now. Every single player that I've mentioned has literally turned into an absolute beast over the years. I think the problem is, as I said, people like to compare Crosby, Ovi, McDavid, Matthews to like every other rookie. I just don't understand why people are not happy. Like, he's going to be a 100-point player. And here's the even fun stat, because now I'm starting to see a lot of people come up and say that Celebrini's better than Bedard. But what I find comical is Bedard had 61 points in his rookie year. Celebrini had 63. Bedard played 68 games. Celebrini played 70. So he had 2 more points in 2 more games. But yet somehow Celebrini is significantly better talented. Like, it's funny because in the same breath, I hear people say Bedard is a bust, but Celebrini's not. In the same breath. But literally, they almost had identical rookie years. So how is it possible that one is a bust, but one is, you know, amazing, and they literally had almost identical stats? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So, it's a fun one for sure. I always love the online debates and the in-store debates and this. Like, honestly, I think both of them are great. I think people just don't realize how bad Chicago is. And I do think San Jose sucks, but at least they have a lot of talented young guys who are coming up with Celebrini. Other than Nazar, I don't think there's much on Chicago right now. And I don't think Bedard's got any help at all. So, ladies and gentlemen, I will make this kind of a last call because I am guessing there's not much more going on right now. Not much for me to organize on terms of shipping either, which is, I guess, good. But let me know, guys, and then tomorrow I'm hoping we can have a bit better day. And if not, Friday, and if not, Sunday. So let me know if any of you guys want anything else. If not, we'll probably call that an evening. And Rochi, I always do appreciate, and same with you, Golden, even if we don't do breaks, the conversations. That does go a long way, guys, on my end. I can promise you. Even if we're not doing breaks, I do enjoy just the casual conversations that we can have, so. So that is much appreciated. Yes, sir. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I will call that an evening. With that being said, have yourselves a great night. We'll see you guys tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a good one, everyone. See you guys then.